Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Under the trees, happy dappy barbaloots. Under the trees, in our barbaloot suits.
In a beautiful place, filled with clean water, fresh air, and wondrous animals, everything began to change after the arrival of one person, Once-ler. Continue watching to find out more.
Yorana. This means hello in Rapa Nui, the indigenous language of the Easter Island. Precious viewers, I'm Jojo. The people of the Easter Island wish for nature's wonders to brighten up your days. Welcome to our show, The Lorax, the environment protector, on Kids Wonderland. The Lorax was written by one of the most well-known American children's book authors. He was also an illustrator, poet, animator, and filmmaker. His books include The Cat in the Hat and The Grinch. Can you guess who he is?
Dr. Seuss?
Yes, Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss published over 60 books and sold millions of copies worldwide. Many of his books have been translated into more than 20 languages and adapted into animation and TV series. Since its publication in 1971, The Lorax has been named as one of Teacher's Top 100 Books for Children and one of the top 100 picture books by the School Library Journal. In 1972, the animated musical TV special of the same name, directed by Holly Pratt, received the Critics Award from the International Animated Cartoon Festival in Zagreb and the Silver Media from the International Film and Television Festival in New York. In 2012, the 3D computer animated film, directed by Chris Renaud and Kyle Balda, was again well received by audiences of all ages and nationalities. What makes The Lorax so timeless and beloved by so many? Well, it's a story about something very common and very important on our planet: trees.
The algae in the oceans and the trees on land produce the largest percentage of oxygen on Earth, and we can't live without oxygen. They also absorb CO2 from the air. This is a good thing because the increasing emission of greenhouse gases is releasing so much CO2 into the atmosphere that the result is an acceleration of global warming. By absorbing CO2, trees are slowing this process immediately. And did you know that a large part of the fine dust we produce is filtered out of the air by trees? This means they're making the air a lot healthier. But this isn't all. A single tree supports the lives of more than 250 species of plants and animals, and so contributes to biodiversity. For instance, with its pollen, bee colonies can pollinate other plants and keep them reproducing. Furthermore, trees provide a natural cooling effect, enhance good drainage, serve as a shelter from the wind, and make people happier. Happier? Absolutely! Because we are more creative, more involved with others, and more active when we're surrounded by trees. So we also smile more often and are less often sick. When you think about it, trees are really fantastic.
Yes, trees are fantastic and essential to our lives. But for a very long time, humans have been cutting an awful lot of trees in order to grow businesses. Imagine a place where there are no trees, flowers, or birds, except a few dark-colored crows. The grasses are dark and lifeless. Smog flies in the gloomy sky, and the air smells sour. Would you like to live in such a place? No, of course not. Well, such a place exists in the book The Lorax, and it is called the Street of the Lifted Lorax. If we are not careful, the gloomy street of the Lifted Lorax could just as well happen here on Earth. In the Lorax, that dull and filthy area used to be a beautiful place, filled with fresh air, green grasses, and lots of colorful truffula trees. Many animals used to play happily in this earthly paradise.
Under the trees, happy dappy barbaloots. Under the trees, in our barbaloot suits. Under the trees, eating truffula fruits. Holy succulent, mellifluous, deliciously, mellifluous, sweetly succulent, fluous, truffula fruits. Summertime's a comin', under the trees. Hummin' fish a hummin', under the trees. Under the trees. Oh, these glorious, splendibulous, splendorious, spendibulous, dandy flandy flimbulous, truffula trees.
But everything's changed after the arrival of one person, Once-ler.
Upon smelling and touching the tuft of the truffula trees, Once-ler was elated. The tuft was softer than silk and smelled like fresh butterfly milk. With an axe, one swing was all it took for the tree to fall down. On the freshly cut stump, a man came out. Once-ler couldn't wait to use the soft tuft and knitted a thneed while talking to this strange man.
What are you doing here?
Mister, I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees, for they have no tongues to speak for themselves. I am asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs, what is that thing that is made out of my truffula tufts?
Look, Lorax, there's no need to be mad for one tree down. Only one tree, as there is no harm done. You see, this beautiful and useful thneed. A thneed's a fine something that all people need. You can make a shirt or a sock, maybe a hat. It has other many useful values. Yes, far beyond that.
You are controlled by your greed. No fools will buy this foolishness of yours.
But a passerby who loved thneed very much saw it and bought it at a high price. Once-ler just laughed at the Lorax and continued on with his business. The thneeds became more and more popular, and more people came to buy it. Even railroads were built. Tree after tree, Once-ler's business grew bigger and bigger. The Lorax kept asking Once-ler to stop chopping down trees.
I am going to continue to speak for the trees.
Sadly, Once-ler wouldn't listen to him.
Eventually, there were no more trees left. Along with them, gone were the clean air, fresh water, fruits and plants, and the animals who lived on them. That's pretty sad, isn't it? We all love spending time in nature. We feel happy to swim in a lake, to take a walk through a forest, to snowboard down a hill, or simply to take a nap under a tree.
Yes.
It's because everything in nature is so much more than what it appears to be. Let's listen to Supreme Master Ching Hai's insight about it.
动物连树木也都有灵性的，连石头也是这样子，是不是你们知道啊？有知道吗？所以你们去森林啊，或是在公园啊，大树啊，有很多树木，就觉得很舒服吗？哎，因为他们那个阳气啊，也是他们福报才能够放出来的，也有爱心的、爱护的心，所以你们觉得很舒服哈？哎，去山上那些山也是山神啊，山也有山神，然后山的长出来都是也是就是有灵秀的，连石头也有。OK， 大家都有自己的责任跟自己的那个福报跟那个任务啦，所以我们呢能够做人呢，能够用那么多好东西啊，是应该心里很感恩的，感恩万物了 ，OK， 感恩万物了。
Thanks to the blessings from these amazing beings in nature, we are able to live in health, joy, and beauty. So it's important to take good care of them. Don't you agree?
Yes.
At the end of the story, the Lorax departed the dark and lifeless place in despair. However, he left something behind. A pile of rocks placed to spell out the word unless, which puzzled Once-ler for a long time. But he figured it out one day after talking to a boy.
Me? Why would he leave that for me?
Because unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not.
Once-ler threw a seed at the boy and told him to plant the last truffula seed. Every one of us can be like that boy, to start caring about the environment, to start growing things, and to be a protector of nature. We can stop eating meat so that trees wouldn't need to be cut down for raising animals. We can use recycled paper for crafts. We can use a cloth towel instead of paper towels, so that less trees will be cut down to make them. There are many ways to save, recycle, and reuse natural resources. Many children around the world have been taking actions to plant trees and protect the environment. You are welcome to join too. With your help, our forest and animal friends will flourish on our planet again. We welcome your creative ideas and feedback to help us improve our program, Kids Wonderland. Please send them via suprememastertv.com/KW. Cheerful viewers, we hope you have enjoyed the Lorax, the environment protector today. Up next is Practice What You Believe, Faith Panel on the relationship between religions and veganism, Part 4 of 4 on Words of Wisdom, right after noteworthy news. May you be blessed by the highest heaven with infinite love every day.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/KW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/KW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/KW.
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule 和 suprememastertv.com/KW。